Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show. We are going to have another interesting show today. We're going to be talking about everything that's happened, of course, in the WAL 404 over the last week. And we're also going to be talking on the debut pound for pound Armfights Unleashed series that just happened as well. And anything else that's been going on in the world of arm wrestling. John Brzenk, how are you?
Good. How you doing, Ryan? Good to hear from you again.
Yeah, very well, very well. Did we make your pizza go cold last episode? You sat there very patiently.
I ate half of it. I had half of a beer and half the pizza before you called, so it was all good.
Yeah, I felt bad for you. I felt bad for you when I watched the episode back. I thought, oh no, John's lunch has gone cold for sure.
Yeah, I wasn't sure how that was going to turn out with the trucks in the background and the wind noise and everything, but it turned out good. I had a good film guy. He stayed steady with the iPhone.
Yeah, he did well. He did well. Hey, John, WAL 404 just happened only a couple of days ago. I thought it was an outstanding event. What did you think of the event?
From the beginning to end, it was just they just keep improving. I mean, the backgrounds, just the intros, the cards were just fantastic. I mean, you couldn't ask for better, evenly matched matches than that went on. I mean, from beginning to end, there was none that were boring, right? I mean, They were all amazing.
Yeah, it was actually incredibly entertaining for me in that just literally half an hour before WAL 404 was about to kick off, I messaged my local pub manager and said, hey, what are the odds of you getting this link put up on the big screen? Any obliged? And we had a big crowd in the pub watching WAL on the big screen, and there were tables everywhere with people arm wrestling each other. So it worked. I thought, wow, we're onto something here. I think every arm wrestler on the planet needs to do that.
And so what did he use? Did he use like a Apple TV device? How did he get it up on his TV?
He just jumped on his laptop and had his laptop linked to the big projector that he had, and and just the same link that that I would have watched it on if I had been sitting at home, and it was amazing. And to be honest, the pub manager at the end of it said, "Man, that was awesome. Thank you so much for letting me know about that." And he's like, "When's the next one?"
Right.
So,
so we have a fan, a place to go.
We do. So Brisbane arm wrestlers, we know where we're going. But I think every arm wrestler on the planet could do that very easily. Just drop down.
We've talked before. I've had a difficult time finding or getting it on my TV, but I think the answer to most people that have the iOS, the iPhones, is just getting a $30-$40 Apple TV device and hooking up to the TV to be able to mirror the program on the TV. That'd be the way to go for sure.
That's it. But John, did you have a favorite match up of the day for 404?
Well, both the two final ones, Todd Hutchins and Ron Bath, which we were all so looking forward to. I thought it was going to be a little bit more evenly matched than it turned out. Todd, dominated. But I kind of knew in the back of my mind that he could possibly do that. He could pull Ron out of position, and Ron could never really get in his sweet spot. He's got that ability to really pull you off center and just maintain that till you're done. So, great match, but it was a little disappointing that Ron couldn't get it anywhere, even on his side of the table at any moment.
Yeah. Interestingly, Todd Hutchins to me looked like the biggest Todd Hutchins I've ever personally seen. His neck looked thick, and he looked like he was flush full of energy.
Yeah, and to be honest, he normally walks around like that. I mean, for him to make 195, he almost kills himself. I mean, he literally cuts 20 pounds. I mean, he's got it down to a science for sure. But no, I saw him, but he was bigger, definitely bigger when he pulled Haji, Zolov in Vegas.
Yep.
That's probably the biggest I've ever seen him. But no, he looked confident, well prepared. I mean, he just keeps getting better. How strong is Rustam Babayev, though? I mean, I was talking to Travis. I'm like, holy crap! I mean, this is the same guy that just got beat a couple months ago by someone that's similar weight. I mean,
Rustam Babayev,
it's hard to figure.
I think he's got to be the inform heavyweight or even light heavyweight on the planet. But we're going to see him against Tim Bresnan in November. I think that will be Rustam's. But how would you see that one going with Tim?
I think it's either a smash or, I mean, it all depends on Tim's ability to pronate and keep Rustam's hand flat. If Rustam's able to set up high like he normally does and just carve down hard on your wrist, I think it's going to be quick work for Tim. I don't think Tim's going to possess the type of power to stop that.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
But anyway.
And then the second match that you're asking me, Jordan Sill and RVJ. I mean, awesome. I figured if Jordan was going to win, it was going to have to be off the start, explosive, boom, get it done quick. And he proved that, and he did that the first match. And it almost seemed like he got a little too, a little too cocky. What did you think? I thought, oh shit, don't celebrate yet. I mean, you're already giving high fives and like it's over. And this dude's got a lot of fight left in him. And RVJ came back a second match, and
Jordan had that look in his eye after that first round of like, this is mine. He was confidently staring at RVJ, and RVJ was lost and he looked shaken. And I didn't think that RVJ was going to come back and do what he did, but credit to him. Outside of straps, RVJ's hand is amazing.
He was relaxed. He was confident. I really liked the approach that RVJ had. He was just, kept everything bottled up, super smooth, super calm, calculative. But you're right. The straps probably made the biggest difference. If Jordan could have possibly gotten out and stabilized that, stabilized the grip a little bit better by slipping and going to the straps in the second and third match, which I don't know why he didn't do that. He just maybe felt a little bit too confident and figured he could do it without it. So But awesome comeback.
I think when we look at our predictions that we put out there, I think we got 3 out of the 5. I think between us.
I was thinking I nailed it, but maybe I was wrong. I thought possibly that would go into a hook match, RVJ and Jordan, and it never did. I mean, both of them are obviously wanting to stay outside and use their hand strength. They're both incredible top rollers. So.
The other matches that were particularly close on the scoreboard, we had that opening round with Jeff Hale and Jamie Sheldon, 3-2 to Jeff Hale, but Jeff almost got unlucky with foul calls, and but I think the right man won in the end.
Right, I was thinking. Well, that was one that I got wrong. Right, I did vote for Jamie on that one. I thought Jamie would be able to stretch him out and get him top rolled, and he kind of did the first match, but just didn't have the horsepower to finish it off. And I was actually feeling sorry for Jeff. After that second round, I'm thinking, holy crap, this guy's going to lose 3-0 on and he hasn't been beat yet. But
I thought that was a particularly entertaining match. Jamie Sheldon. I've seen that exact same move that Jamie tried to pull off. I've seen him pin Alan Fisher with that move, with big hit, top roll hit, where his wrist breaks back a little bit, and then he was able to just drag through on side pressure. But Jeff Hale's bicep power and just hold at the bottom there was rock solid. The only advice I would, after watching the match, I think Jamie was just a little bit too protective on keeping his hand too high with that side hit in the top roll. If he would have allowed himself to be sloppy and have Jeff really try to chase him by actually dumping his wrist while he was making that move, I think it would have applied a little bit more pressure on Jeff's hand. But that's it. And then the other one, Yona Blind and Valerie Beach, another 3-2 big comeback.
Another big comeback. It was. Valerie's got quite the shoulder roller. She actually kind of reminded me of Ron Bath, the way she stayed tight like that and got in kind of with behind her arm. But I don't know, the third match she got maybe a little too confident and kind of stayed away and was trying to pull outside a little bit more, and she got caught. And that turned the tables, right? Yeah,
I thought Yona did really well from there. I wasn't confident that Yona was going to be able to get all the way back to a victory, but she did, and that deep defensive hook that she was going to was paying off dividends. So I thought that was awesome as well. But
it goes to show that there's just different types of arm wrestlers, right? There's people that are just great out of the blocks and are super sprinters, and then there's others that are borderline, can maintain, and then the end game is their game. So when the tables turn like that in an endurance type situation, when you're going 4 or 5 matches, it definitely shows,
And of course, the other match that happened, John, was Mike Celiaris and Joel Hudak. I think this was the one that we got most correct with Mike Celiaris taking that one 3-0, and it was good to see Joel get into the match in the third round, but it was Mike's day for sure.
Right. Yeah, no, they're very evenly matched as far as arm strength goes, and he was able to secure that, not totally wrist to wrist, but enough where I thought, Mike's going to be in trouble, but. He maintained kind of the semi-King's move to kind of neutralize that the power. I don't think Joel actually was able to apply full power because he still had a little bit of that outside position.
John, interestingly, now that Todd Hutchins has defeated Ron Barth and in dominant style, do you think that this sets it up for Todd Hutchins to take on Devin Larratt at some stage?
So you're already picking Devin over Matt?
I actually think Matt's going to win, but I'd prefer to see Todd against Devin just for the entertainment factor.
And I think it'd be a better match for Todd personally. I think Matt possesses a lot more hurt. I mean, Devin obviously has a top roll too, but I'm not sure Devin's is as explosive enough to take Todd out of position like Matt could. I would love to see Todd Hutchins, Devin Larratt match because, I mean, although Devin likes to sit in that defensive position all coiled up, Todd will take him to his side of the table. And I'll tell you what, out of all the people that I pulled on this planet, Devin and Todd Hutchins have the most endurance. So I mean, it would be crazy to see who ended up breaking because I don't think Devin has ever pulled anybody that can apply that kind of pressure for that long and doesn't seem to fade. I mean, he maintains good, strong, solid hook pressure. So
I'm with you.
Yeah, I would love to see it. Who's ever picking the next match at WAL? Is it the next one? We already know what's going on with 405, but 406.
We do. I do actually have some news regarding 406. A little bird got in contact with me over the weekend. I can't say who, but there is some information out on WAL 406. There's a new format. You may have seen new format that they're going to have. A 4-man lightweight section, a 4-man middleweight section in kind of like a Royal Rumble style, almost a round robin. They're going to have super matches as well, 6 super matches, and then a championship belt is going to be fought for. And in that, it is said to be there's a Eastern European multiple WAF champion who is a heavyweight going to be on that card.
Okay, so I missed the news. So WAL 406 is going to have like a little mini tournament.
Yeah, well, they're going to have like a Grand Prix setup.
They'll be 4 to 2 to 1. So there'll be a bracket of 4 people, is what you're saying.
Yeah, I believe they're going to have a 4-person little mini tournament sort of thing, Royal Rumble, where they I'm not sure if it's going to be an entirely round robin where everyone's going to take on everyone, or if it's going to be an eliminator. But so rather than just super matches, we're going to see these mini eliminators that are going to happen. And
right.
And
So multiple WAF champion.
Eastern European.
Eastern European. So that includes Bulgaria, right?
Yeah,
so
I think so.
I would think maybe Krasi. I don't know. I can't imagine them bringing over someone like Pushkar or Dennis. No, that's.
It's. I agree.
Let's leave that alone for a little while.
Pushkar would come and stamp his authority on it. I have no doubt. But Chafee has wanted a match with Pushkar. Maybe that's his opportunity. But I agree. I think Krasi. I think Krasimir Kostadinov is probably the man that's alluding to.
Right. Because he's probably. I wouldn't even call him second tier. I mean, the guy is like top 5 in the world. So I mean, he would be perfect gauge to see how tough our North American pullers are for sure.
And just slotting him in straight away, if he came in and was in amongst the Devin Larratts and the Todd Hutchins and Matt Masks, that would be fascinating. I think. I think it'd be awesome. So 406, that's going to happen in September. I think September 5th. So that will be an interesting card to hear about, and no doubt exciting news is going to come from that very soon. But yeah, awesome stuff. And John, the other thing that happened over the weekend down here in Australia was the Pound for Pound's Armfights Unleashed Supermatch series kicked off, which is that series is all about showcasing predominantly the Southern Hemisphere, giving the Southern Hemisphere's pullers an opportunity to get on the professional stage and show that we're serious arm wrestling half of the world as well. So did you get to see any of that?
I saw one of your matches on Instagram. Is that what you're talking about? The match with the New Zealand guy?
Yeah, that was big Mata Hetawara from New Zealand. He was he's an 8-time New Zealand champ, undefeated over there.
I pulled with that guy before. He's a load. He's a lot to handle. He's got a huge hand, huge wrist, huge forearm. I mean, even if you have the strength to beat the guy, I mean, it's just really difficult to even grab hold of him, right? He's just so big. Yeah. Well, where was the other 5 matches? I only saw the one match.
So there were three super matches on the card. So we had a lightweight match that took place between Sam Burnett and Rudy Mineur. That one went to Sam Burnett 6-0. That was despite the scoreline, it was actually a really tremendous match. This young fella Sam Burnett against a more seasoned gentleman, Rudy Mineur. Sam was catching hits and pulling back from the death 6 times in a row. So that was very entertaining. And then we had Lachlan Adair against Louis Toimona. Lachlan Adair is our current Australian left-hand national champion. And he was in dominant form. He destroyed Louis, and Louis is a 300-pound arm wrestler, and Lachlan just was in absolute control and looked monstrous. So he's got his eyes on the international cards. He finished in the top 10 at WAF in his debut WAF 2 years ago. So he's a strong dude. And then it was my match with Matt. So
right. But you were best of 5, best of 6.
We just
went 3.
We just went 6 rounds straight up.
6 rounds. Okay.
And so my match with Matt ended at 3-3, which was really good. I was incredibly happy with that result because on paper I honestly was like the absolute outsider. I was not even being given a chance by anyone. So to get the 3, I was very happy.
Right. No, the match that I saw, you looked good. I mean, you had a little bit of that Devin Lorette style, right? You got a hold of him and you kind of position, moved your elbow a little closer to your body, and just bled him down.
Yeah. Well, that's it, because I could feel straight away that I couldn't pin. I didn't have the actual just drive to just go through that man's power. So I just secured my cup and I just let him attack and let him attack, and every time he did, he was kind of bleeding out his own arm and his pronation was starting to fade. So as it got weaker, I got the pin. But
good deal.
It ended up being that every single time whoever had the buckle on their hand lost the match. I've never had a match before that felt so instrumental on the strap position. Like
on the buckle.
Yeah, normally it doesn't make that much of a difference, but in this match it really felt like it did, and it was.
Yeah, I mean, I know in the past when they did the buckle, just typically not through the middle, that it was a huge advantage. But lately, right now, everybody's putting the buckle through the middle, and it's kind of, questionable whether or not there is any advantage.
And that was it. Like this one, the buckle did go through the middle of the strap. It was the fairer strap that we've been using for a few years now, and that's why it surprised me so much. And when I reflect on the match, for me, it was that just those couple of millimeters, like I felt like I was able to get a couple of more degrees in my supination set when the buckle wasn't on my hand. And when it was on my hand, the referee was all over me like a hawk, and I just didn't get as much supination set into that strap, and that was the difference. My wrist went back.
Well,
so yeah,
more wrist curls, more cupping, more hand strength. I mean, how many times we repeat ourselves of how important that is. I mean, it's everything, right?
That's it. But it was an awesome event, and we had a big crowd too, so of non-arm wrestlers, which was awesome. So it was a really, really good event. But can't wait to do it again.
Good deal.
But John, that's pretty much everything that's been going on. There's obviously lots to look forward to with WAL 405. We've talked about that plenty of times. It's only a couple of weeks away. I think August 9th is that one. So we've got plenty to
August 9th. And where are they going? I don't even...
Los Angeles.
Don't know where they're going.
Los Angeles.
Oh,
yeah.
shoot.
You should just drive up there and go check it out.
Close, I would love to, but it's still a 6-hour drive. I could jump on an airplane, I guess. Maybe do it.
If you do that, you're probably going to get hassled as well to be on the table.
Yeah, I maybe make a few bets with Devin before his match with Matt, get in his head a little bit. I've actually done pretty well against bets with Devin, so that would probably mess with him a little bit. I should go out there and harass him.
Yeah, that'd be good. It'd be good to see you there for sure. But that one, August 9th, is not far away. And of course, the big match, Devin and Matt. And the winner probably to take on Todd Hutchins, as we said before.
I would love to see it.
Awesome.
Love to see it.
All right, John. Well, thank you very much for joining us on the show once again, and thank you guys for listening. It's always a pleasure to have you here.
All right, Ryan. Take care. Until next time.
All right. See you guys.
Bye.